From a cursed VHS tape that summons a very pissy ghost,
See? No. You're ruining it!
to a special shrinking potion that can ruin your whole life. The amazing world of Gumball has all sorts of items with chaotic effects, ranging from children's toys to artifacts that use the universe as Play-Doh. So today, we're going to rank how strong all the items in Gumball are, starting from 1% all the way up to 100. At 1% power, the first item on our list is, of course, the Magic Wand. So it all starts as a normal day with Gumball and Darwin enjoying their cereal until something sweet happens.
A plastic magic wand!
Sweet!
Oh, cool. Is it like the magical wand from Fairly Odd Parents?
I wish Gumball had 6 eyes. 1, 2...
Yeah, should have expected that. Now, why did I put a children's toy on this list? Well, you see, Richard actually had a rough childhood where he learned magic isn't real. Oh, the horror of a child learning his dreams can't come true.
When I was a boy about your age.
I wish that the sausages would slide into my mouth. Mom?
What did you think? Magic isn't real. It's a fraud.
Unwilling to let their father continue suffering, Gumball and Darwin used the wand to bring peace to Richard's childish brain.
I wish for sausages to fly into my mouth. You and me are gonna be friends.
Of course, once he realizes his magic powers aren't just limited to household chores, Richard gets a few devious ideas when presented with the opportunity.
I wish it wasn't so hot.
Not again. Would you kindly refrain from offending my wife's eyeballs with your public display of vulgarity?
Sorry, Mr. Robinson. You picked the wrong day to mess with Bunny Warlock!
And can you guess what he does next? Whatever it is, Richard is going to make it worse than you think.
Cover your eyes, woman!
No, put it back on! And I wish your wife's head was a melon. I wish you would fly away out of my sight.
Although that was hilarious, Gumball and Darwin know their dad is going to pull off even more illegal stunts, so they decide to expose the real truth about the wand to him. That is, after Richard stops cursing them with horrific effects.
Give us the wand!
Never! I wish your face was his butt and his butt was your face.
Really?
Now I wish that your butt was his face and his face was your butt.
At this point, the boys are too tired of their dad's shenanigans, so Gumball finally drops the bomb.
We've got something to tell you.
What's going on?
That one's a fake. It's just a plastic toy. We've been making it happen right from the start.
You two kids spent the whole day making incredible wishes come true?
Of course!
Well, now, it all worked out in the end. Richard can finally be a proud dad, carrying less childhood trauma.
But hang on, doesn't that mean that Wanda, the wonderful wand of wonder, is a fraud?
Yeah.
Oh.
Unless, of course, he replaces it with fresh trauma. After this tragic incident, the wand gets tossed away, so that's the last we see of it. Even though the wand doesn't actually have any real powers, I think it still deserves a 1% because it proved it can still grant a person's wish if used by the right person. Don't worry, we're moving on to items that actually work now. For the next item, at 3% power, we've got the Electro Fat Machine. Can you guess what it does?
Electro fat. Get you fit while you watch TV.
Now I know what you're thinking. This flimsy tape looks like a bigger scam than a literal plastic wand. Guess what? With the special stimulation from the fat loss machine's electrodes, Richard gains the power to do this.
Make me beautiful. Mr. Robinson's new car. It's just a dink. I'll bang it out. This may take a while. Finished!
You mean this machine can make Richard Watterson, out of all the laziest people in the world, work? Huh, maybe I'd finally have enough motivation to get a job if I put this thing on. Who am I kidding? I hate getting shocked. By the way, the car was actually broken earlier by Nicole. The Electro Fat Machine might be great and all, but it's not that overpowered. For our next item, we've got the Male Power 2000 cereal sitting at 8%. Whoa, that's a big jump, but you're gonna see why soon enough. So one day, Gumball and Darwin are having their breakfast as usual, when Richard suddenly gets a special delivery.
Finally! I don't have to answer that without my lawyer present.
Anyway, about school.
You do what Mom tells me to tell you to do.
After hiding his secret supplements from the kids, he starts lecturing them on growing up and some other boring stuff. Unfortunately, in the middle of his lecture, Richard starts going through a midlife crisis and makes a big mistake.
You should be happy to be young. Before you know it, you'll be overweight, balding, middle-aged, take over breakfast. I don't want you to see me like this.
You never know with that guy. Come on, let's have breakfast.
No, Richard, come back! You've got the wrong and he's gone. Well, let's see what hormone-altering supplements can do when used on immature children.
Do something!
Okay, hold on. I think we're gonna need more little hats.
And that's not all it does. This freaky cereal turns these sweet, innocent young boys into hairy, smelly, cracky-voiced apes, also known as teenagers going through puberty.
Ah!
Don't worry, dude.
I'm worried about you! You look like a baby werewolf! Not me!
Causing instant hormonal changes enough to grow facial hair in real time is already horrible enough, but these supplements give our boys one final transformation during dodgeball practice.
A bowling ball!
Enough!
Well, Richard's random dark web supplements just beat every single steroid on the planet, but are they going to ruin Gumball and Darwin's childhood forever?
Are we gonna be like this forever?
The effect wears off after a week.
That's a huge relief. On to our next item, which is at 15%, we've got the Lucky Helmet. Now, this thing just starts off as a tinfoil hat made by Gumball. Don't worry, he's not a flat earther, he's just an idiot.
You know what? I don't think I'm gonna wear this anymore.
I take that back. Apparently, Gumball made this tinfoil hat to bring him good luck, but there's no way that actually works, right?
It's just lame. I think I'm gonna throw it out.
Don't throw it out! I've been trying to get on Win or Don't Win for 5 months, but they're not returning my calls.
Hat or no hat?
Look, you want it, you have it.
Hello? Would I? Oh, thank you, Win or Don't Win!
Seriously? That had to have been a coincidence.
There's no way a tinfoil hat is responsible for... Richard, what do you... Interview. Tomorrow? For a promotion and a pay rise?
Okay, so maybe Gumball is a secret genius after all. Now there is one problem with the helmet. It only works for the wearer. And so, Richard gets the genius idea to keep the real hat for himself while giving Nicole a paper fake. Somehow, she still aces the interview, but there's just one problem.
You are aware that if you get the job, you won't be able to wear that papier-mâché helmet.
Of course. But for the record, it's not papier-mâché, it's tinfoil.
Oh yeah, it's definitely 100% organic tinfoil, Nicole. Or is it? Well, soon she remembers that a certain someone was auditioning for a game show.
And he's won the speedball!
This isn't going to affect my chances, is it?
What do you think?
Unfortunately, instead of sharing the helmet like sensible people, the Watersons go ape mode on each other to decide who gets to use it. Finally, Anais gets sick of it and delivers her final verdict.
Me and Darwin have been talking, and we've decided it has to be destroyed.
I'm nothing without it.
I'm sorry, honey, but Anais is right.
Can I have one more go?
No!
Don't touch it! No, it's mine!
And so, as she goes out to toss the helmet into a trash compactor with Darwin, Gumball follows them around like a slithering snake.
Can you hear that? Sounds like a cat trying to say snake. It's probably just the wind. Maybe. Looks pretty normal to me. Oh, look, a gold ring.
After a grueling trek up the trash heap, Anais finally reaches the trash compactor, where the snake finally bares his fangs.
Darwin! Oh, that's mine! What's wrong with your voice? No! There's two of us. You'll never win.
Okay, well, this is bad. Maybe the kids can knock the helmet off Gumball's head if they get lucky. Oh, wait.
Come on, Anais. There's no way you can miss from there.
Nice try, but now it's my turn. A tennis ball machine. A generator.
Okay, maybe the hat is magic after all.
No way. Is the helmet just spawning the best weapon possible for its master? So, like, what would happen if tinfoil Gumball went up against Godzilla? On second thought, maybe I don't want to know. Faced with the helmet's fearsome power, Darwin pitches in with a heroic sacrifice.
Tell Mom and Dad I love you.
But Darwin, no!
No! We lost the main character! How are we gonna get more content? Oh, wait. He's right there.
Almost got it! What the?
And so, after a final struggle, Gumball's siblings finally convince him to toss the treacherous helmet into the incinerator and return home. Maybe it's a good thing the helmet burnt in the trash. I mean, could you imagine what this thing could summon if left unchecked? Alrighty, next up at 20% power, we've got none other than the evil turtle. Okay guys, I know that a turtle is an animal, so technically it isn't a real item, but like, Richard bought it from the Awesome Store, and it's not a full character on its own, and anyway, how the heck is a turtle stronger than a helmet that can bring good luck? You're gonna see why soon enough. It all begins when Richard overhears his kids talking about how much they want a puppy, and it gives him this brilliant idea.
So, I saw this commercial on TV yesterday, then I thought about how cute monkeys were, and that's why I bought a sandwich.
What's in the box then?
A puppy.
What is that? Looks like an angry green hat.
Yeah, or like an evil wiener poking out of a ravioli.
Not to point out the obvious, but that's not a puppy. Having a heart of gold, the kids decide to settle for this strange pet anyway, and try to bond with the thing. Just see for yourself how well that works out.
Hi there, good boy.
Oh, okay. Saving Crossing. Ow. Ow.
Poor turtle, you didn't deserve that. Luckily, Gumball's hand didn't break off, so it didn't get contaminated. Now, the kids don't give up on this snappy little thing. Not yet, at least. And so, they sit at a table to decide their strategy for befriending it.
What are you gonna feed him? Soul?
Hey, maybe he's not ready for physical contact yet.
Evil incarnate!
Who knows what's going through his head right now?
Make little turtle bite even more.
Wow, I can't believe Gumball is being the voice of reason here. Of course, no one's actually going to listen to him. Hey, since Gumball got hurt during their last experiment, maybe Darwin will have a go at befriending the Eldritch Turtle. Nope, not happening. He hangs Gumball out to dry yet again.
Talk to him.
Relax and watch him become at one with us and his surroundings.
Yeah, went about as well as expected. Actually, maybe a little worse. Luckily for Gumball, the kids actually tell their dad to return the turtle after this incident. Unfortunately, when Richard drives all the way back to the mysterious Awesome Store, things don't go as planned.
Where's the store?
It's gone.
What do you mean it's gone?
And it had a door that slid open like this. It was a small store. It was bright red.
Dad, that was a van.
You bought a turtle from a man in a van.
And so they return home to discuss Richard's next plan, finding out the location of the mysterious Awesome Store. Although he has about as much success with that plan as he does tying his own shoelaces. And during their discussion, Darwin remembers that he left the turtle outside the house for some fresh air, in the boiling sun, for a few hours.
I think we should all say a few words to let him know just how much he meant to us. Before we say goodbye to our beloved family pet, I'll always think fondly of the way he put fear into my heart.
He feeds on misery!
He could get hurt! Forget saving the turtle. We need a plan to save the neighborhood.
With a Godzilla-level threat on the loose, the kids have no choice but to make a strategy to contain the turtle. Can you guess what they do? I'm just gonna tell you. They're going to use Gumball as bait.
Why am I the bait?
Because you're the one he likes biting the most.
All right. What was that for?
Presentation. Just remember to let it get as close as possible to give me a chance to catch it.
Gumball, why? You could have just said no. Well, there's not much left to say now. Let's see if Anais can somehow contain a car-flipping walking tank with just a fishbowl.
Is anyone there?
I can't find the edge! Hey, wait! What about the ball? What about my butt?
Phew! Gumball lives to see another day, or however long it takes until the turtle eventually catches up to him. Somehow, while escaping from the pint-sized Deathbringer, Gumball actually stumbles upon the mysterious Awesome Store.
Okay. I think I'm safe now.
You thought you could drag me to the bottom of the lake? I'm a fish with legs.
Wait, so that fish defeated the turtle? I'm confused. No, of course not. That thing survived getting run over by a car. But Mr. Darwin right here thinks he's the world's strongest man and can 1v1 this thing.
You gotta fix legs, you're raggedy butt! Hope it's warm enough for you, you cold-blooded punk!
Woohoo! Turtle is defeated and the day is saved. Now we won't get to see any more of that freaky...
This could be possible! We'll have to keep it for as long as it lives. 130 years.
We can only hope the turtle is already living its 129th year, because if not, I don't even want to think about it. So, immortal turtles. Only 20% power, huh? Can you imagine what an item at 50% power can do in this world? Let me tell ya, this refrigerator locks away its owner's memory forever in a bottomless, chilly dimension. We don't see the fridge's power at first, though. One day, Nicole asks Richard's mom to get rid of his musty old fridge. Although Grandma JoJo handed the fridge down to Richard a few decades ago, he refuses to buy a new one for the sake of all the memories he made with it.
It was there when I was a little kid, and during those difficult years when you're trying to work out who you are. It was there on one of the most momentous days of my life. And it was there at the battle for the future of planet.
You know that last one didn't happen.
If Richard says it happened, you better accept it happened, lady. In the end, since Nicole and Grandma JoJo keep arguing over the fridge, Richard offers to throw it away to make them stop fighting. Since the old fridge is somehow still in warranty, Nicole and Grandma JoJo drive out to see if they can get a refund.
It's too warm.
It's too cold.
I need fresh air. My doctor says I shouldn't look through glass.
You're wearing glasses.
Actually, I will open the windows. Your breath smells like soup.
While the two ladies are having a fun time together, the kids get an idea to repurpose their old fridge so it doesn't get scrapped. And so, they decide to let the fridge decide its own fate out in the wild. Or at least they would if Officer Donut didn't stop them.
But officer, we were only releasing it into the wild to...
No, it's called illegal dumping. Ticket if you don't get it out of here.
Well, that didn't work. Alright then, perhaps the fridge can become a well-adjusted member of society by working at the local circus.
I know, it sounds weird.
Because we've already got one.
Right, because the moment the Wattersons want to get rid of a stupid fridge, everyone else in town doesn't need one. Anyway, they finally manage to find a reuse and recycle station where they can finally lay the old fridge to rest.
We don't melt down or destroy your once treasured possessions. You won't regret it. We know how much they've meant to you.
I didn't say goodbye.
That face ain't gonna look so pretty much longer. It's still on.
Well, that took a surprisingly dark turn. Honestly, he should have seen that one coming. Everything in there just looked too good to be true. Needless to say, Richard quickly escapes with his beloved fridge, but the rowdy crowd chases after him to get back their beloved bumfight contestant.
Pretty much anyone after 1992.
Looks like some kind of lame French circusy thing. We're never gonna shake them off.
We'll take care of that for you, ma'am.
We are not getting rid of it. It is staying right here.
Oh, come on, you stubborn old fool. I think it's going to get your entire house wrecked. Just how hard is it to just get rid of a broken old fridge?
Can we just get rid of it?
No.
Yeah, just want to order a cab, please. I don't know, I'm in someone else's house, aren't I? Hang on.
Oh, wow. Even the fridge doesn't want to stay in their house. While the dad and kids are out there getting turned into living popsicles, Nicole and Grandma learn some very important information about the fridge from its original seller, the Awesome Store owner.
It's always making this weird shuddering noise.
You've been keeping food in it?
This appliance is for the storage of memories and emotions.
The casual user should be fine. But don't worry about that fridge shuddering.
There is nothing casual about the way Richard uses that fridge.
Oh, wow. Richard was right. The fridge had all the memories he made with it. Literally. Seriously, they should have learned their lesson by now from all the wacky stuff the Awesome Store goods can do. And so, Nicole and Granny Jojo quickly rush home to save Richard, or whatever is left of his frozen body at this point.
Richard!
In here! The fridge has gone crazy!
It's a store for emotions.
You bought it from the Awesome Store. I'm going in.
Let's go get Richard.
After a brutal hike through the fridge's icy depths, the two women encounter Richard sitting on a massive pile of his own memories.
Look!
Can't see, can I? Pizza for Waterson! He's not gonna let us in.
Honey?
What are you doing here?
What did you think? Just having a casual visit to the North Pole?
I've come to save you.
We've come to save you.
This fridge has so many good memories. But if it goes, all my memories will go too.
You'll still remember all those things without it.
You don't need to hang on to possessions. Honey, trust us. You don't need the fridge.
Oh, wow. There is no way these two arch nemeses actually agreed. I guess Richard does mean that much to both of them.
If it's important enough for you guys to agree, then I guess you must be right. I'm gonna jump!
No!
I'm not as heavy as...
Just take it. When both of us give you the same advice.
Woohoo! The day is saved, and Richard is willing to part ways with the dangerous fridge. There's only one thing left to do now. Return it to the Awesome Store and get a new one. Oh, no, wait. Are they buying the replacement from the Awesome Store as well? Guys, stop! That is a horrible idea!
Now, you're sure this one is just a regular fridge?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, wait, there is one thing. Oh, they've gone.
So that's why they didn't know the hidden specialties of the previous fridge. Seriously, how does this clueless guy manage to survive having these dangerous toys around him? Whew, boy, things are already quite spicy. We're only going to get even spicier as we move up the list. At only 68% power, the Game Child console can warp reality and transform the world into a game. Yeah, you heard me right. It's Game Child, not Game Boy. This seemingly cheap knockoff console seems pretty useless when Richard first buys it for Gumball.
You got me a Game Child? Even the country it was made in is a knockoff. Did you buy it from the back of that van?
Curiosity gets the best of Gumball, so he boots up the knockoff to see what he's got. Although it boots up, none of the keys work for Gumball until something strange happens.
Go to bathroom, attic, bedroom? Dude, what is going on?
I forgot your name.
I've trapped us inside a video game.
Yep, the console literally transformed the entire world into a 2D game. Even the lucky helmet isn't strong enough to twist dimensions. Of course, being the master gamer he is, Gumball figures out the first thing he should do in an RPG. Ransack an old man's house for consumable items.
No, that's how it works in RPGs.
Right now, it just feels like you're ransacking an old man's house.
Please take whatever you need for your quest.
I'm gonna go sleep in his bed now.
Something seemed a bit off about Mr. Robinson. Nah, I'm sure he's totally fine. After a while of grinding, Gumball and the gang run into Penny, who doesn't look too good.
Aw, man, I can't fight my girlfriend. Okay, I'll try to calm her down. Oh, how about a gift?
Despite blinking away, Penny's fine. After calming down, she explains that she was possessed by a phone she bought from the mysterious Awesome Store, so Gumball takes it from her, gaining the ability to summon friends in battle. After hours upon hours of grinding, the trio finally reaches the mysterious Awesome Store, plaguing the world with its grisly contraptions.
Welcome. You have come to the end of the quest. I was about to explain how we're allies, not enemies.
Wait, what? The store isn't the enemy? Then who is it?
The console is the enemy.
Okay, that should have been quite obvious. But how on earth do you even defeat the console? Break it? I've done that to my controllers plenty of times. I guess I should try the console next. Although breaking the machine would work, the gang's already inside the game, so now what?
How do we fight? We don't have the console anymore.
Hand to hand.
And this is where we get to see the console's abilities firsthand. Can you guess how it's going to perform against the trio of poorly equipped children?
Hi-ya! Aren't you supposed to actually hit it?
I'm not touching that with my bare hands.
As expected, the measly levels they gained from grinding did not help at all. So how on earth are they going to defeat the console? Maybe they picked up a plot-relevant item earlier, wink wink.
Gumball, we still have the phone! We can use it to summon friends in battle!
No, yeah.
Now, yes, the console's game isn't over yet, but we're about to move on to the next item on our list. You're gonna see why in a second. This baby is coming in at 75% power, and you've already kinda seen it. Our next special item is actually the in-game smartphone that Gumball received from Penny. Wait, but Penny got this smartphone in the console's game world, right? How on earth could it be stronger than the console itself? Oh, wow. Those guys are doing serious damage to the console. How on earth did Gumball summon them anyway? Clearly he didn't have any powerful mana in the phone, so it must have the power to summon these planet-destroying monsters all by itself. Speaking of planet-destroying monsters, after suffering a humiliating defeat, please don't bully me guys, I have a family. After getting defeated, the console finally returns the gang back home. Although the console's dimension-altering abilities were pretty insane, the in-game smartphone can summon entities much stronger than it with 0 mana cost. It's a shame we only get to see it in-game, though. I wonder if the Awesome Store sells a real-life version. Were you impressed with the console's ability to change the world's dimensions? That was nothing. Not compared to this next item we've got. At 80% power in the Gumball world, the universal remote can toy with the timeline like it's playing a video. There's a reason we included this remote in our video on most powerful cartoon weapons. And where could you get such a powerful device in Gumball's world? Take a guess.
Be careful with this universal remote. For what will you use it?
Oh, you know.
Vengeance! Back off, old man!
Right from the get-go, we see that the remote can literally pause, rewind, skip time, revert it, move to parallel dimensions. Just a complete recipe for disaster. And what's the price tag on this thing?
Time has come for you to pay.
Same for you, buddy. That remote was $12.99.
Needless to say, the poor store owner doesn't get his $13 since Rob just phases him out of reality. And with him out of the way, he's free to exact vengeance on the innocent Gumball, enjoying a normal family shopping trip.
Gumball, I said stop.
Prepare to suffer.
But I'm just playing.
I will destroy you and everyone you love.
I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
Oh no, Rob, how could you? That's going to cost the family like a few $100. Okay, well, maybe their old car isn't that cheap. Oh, by the way, Nicole just ends up blaming Gumball for the crash.
I told you to stop playing with that window. This is gonna cost a fortune. Do you think money grows on trees? But you never listen. I'm so angry I can't think of words, so I'm just gonna make sounds.
Oh, but Life, aka Rob, isn't done kicking Gumball down just yet. While Darwin and Gumball decide which cheap knockoff video game to buy, you know, being poor and all, Rob pulls off a truly devious stunt with the remote.
Prepare to lose your
We're
brother.
gonna play for the whole summer. If we hadn't adopted him, we would have enough money. Huh? What do you mean, isn't it obvious?
Am I stupid? Dude, what's wrong with you? Ow! Dude! Hey! What's going on? Darwin!
My man Darwin out there catching strays. Poor little guy. He didn't deserve that. Now, of course, Gumball does the most reasonable thing to do in such a situation. Tell his parents he lost his brother. Unfortunately for him, the universal remote has no empathy.
And now it's time for you to lose your parents. Parental filter off.
You sort out this mess and I'll get a box of donuts and eat away the stress.
Could you please forget your stomach for a minute?
Sorry, kids. Could you just cover your ears for a sec? Your mother and I have come to an agreement. She's getting a better husband.
What?
I don't think Rob really needed the remote for that, but it worked. With his entire family going in random directions, Gumball panics and tries to chase after Anais. This time, Rob gets creative with the remote to push Gumball into another disaster.
Gotcha! I know there's no way to make this look okay, but I'm gonna try anyway.
That was just cruel. Anyway, as Gumball chases after Penelope, he realizes something is wrong with the essence of his world itself, until he meets the culprit behind it all.
I did warn you. I said I would destroy everyone you love.
Roy, it was you who did all this!
My name is Rob, gosh darn it!
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, there's no way he's letting Gumball go unpunished for this heinous crime. And how's he gonna do that? By creating a portal to the void itself to banish Gumball for all eternity, of course.
Once you're out of the picture, I can be whoever I want. There's no other way.
After a successful catfight, Gumball finally manages to get hold of the evil remote responsible for all his misery.
Give me that little...
Oh my gosh. Talk to me, Ralph. Oh, what have I done? What have I done to you? Wake up! Please, Ross, are you okay?
That's not even a man's name!
Honestly, it's just Gumball's fault for letting Rob revive. Now he's given him control of the remote again, and this time, Rob decides to finish Gumball once and for all. Or at least he would if the remote didn't show its fatal flaw.
Time to eject you, once and for all.
The batteries are dead. What now?
You're gonna follow the remote.
That's pretty high.
No, not Gumball. Can't be trapped in a blank void with nothing to do for the rest of his life. That's too good for him. Wait, so he actually escaped somehow? How?
I lost everything. But I was given another chance. I can change the future. But I flashed back for too long.
You think? And now, armed with knowledge of the future, Gumball foils Rob's evil plans, with more than a few bumps along the way.
Prepare to lose your brother.
We should have adopted something with more brains. You eat old car parts?
No. Hold on.
Rob is messing with me?
Yes!
Curse you.
Destroy you with everyone you love!
He's gonna make Mom and Dad break up!
Thankfully, Darwin is a quick thinker, or else that would have become quite the argument. This time, Gumball dashes towards Rob before he can separate his parents. No more divorce, so that means everything works out, right?
Now give me that!
What's going on?
At this point, I'm starting to wonder what this remote can't do. Anyway, after leaving his parents in a random ball pit, kind of the same treatment they get from them, Gumball manages to snatch the remote from Rob and banish him into the void once and for all. Or however long it takes him to get this realization.
I win, and you lose! So why don't I feel too good about myself? That means I can fix everything. That's good. I just doomed the guy with no family or friends to an eternity. I've become the villain. I have to save him.
After a terrifying visit to the void, Gumball eventually finds Rob rotting away in his misery. And although Gumball asks him to return, he refuses, acting like he doesn't deserve any better as the villain. In the end, Gumball starts losing parts of his entire body, since his parents turning back into babies means he hasn't been born in this timeline yet. And so, he throws the remote at Rob in a final leap of faith, hoping the villain would see the light.
You've run out of luck.
Not quite.
Thank you.
Dagnabbit!
I can't
What am I gonna do?
Whatever you decide, please do it fast.
Couldn't do it.
Aw, how sweet. He does have a heart after all. This means he can finally be friends with Gumball. Only for about a few minutes, since Gumball's parents and everyone else are still horribly disfigured from the effects of the remote. And so, to undo all of these horrors, Rob rewinds time back to where it all started and nips the evil in the bud, losing his precious new friend in the process.
That remote was $12.99.
So a universal remote control's weakness is being dropped on the floor. Yeah, that checks out. You've seen a gadget that can play, pause, and rewind the universe like it's a YouTube video. Now it's time to look at something that can turn your wildest imaginations into reality, no matter how insane they are. At 100% power in the world of Gumball, we've got the Magic Notebook, which turns any of its author's fantasies into reality. This comes with a special cost, though. This item makes its first appearance when the police actually raid the Awesome Store for selling its highly illegal, universe-endangering trinkets. As the crafty van driver bolts away in a high-speed police chase, he drops something special behind for Sarah.
Don't you mean you should go back and retrieve that notebook? Okay, and then we check on her.
That's right, yeah.
Okay, well, it's just a notebook, right? Oh god, what if it's a death note? No, somebody stop her before she wipes out half the planet! Thankfully, it just makes everything you write come true. I wonder what Sarah likes writing about.
Which brings us to a lonely young girl called Terry, but there's no medication for falling head over heels. Alan rushed over. The gentle light glistening on his chiseled features, not as much as all these years of yearning. Without further ado, lips crashing into each other, forever oblivious.
Unfortunately, Sarah doesn't just go around blossoming new romances. No, an ambitious writer like her doesn't limit her perspective. She goes ahead and messes with perfectly happy couples just to see her favorite twisted ship sail.
Look, Karen, I've been meaning to ask you for a long time, and
I thought you'd never...
Serving some bridal realness there, Mr. Small.
And that's not the end of it. As Gumball and Darwin walk around, they start to realize maybe something isn't right with all these spontaneous confessions.
I've waited forever for this kiss. Is it me or something really weird going on today?
I guess I've always known we shared deep feelings, but it's hard to see what's right in front of your eyes.
I don't know, man.
Ouch. Look, I know you're supposed to love yourself and all, but not in public, dude. There's a time and place for everything. Oh, and by the way, Gumball and Darwin aren't done getting traumatized yet.
I don't see how this day could get any weirder.
Dude, this is all messed up. I mean, you're gonna steal Carrie from me. It's supposed to be car win. You home-wrecking woman-eater.
And it looks like I didn't stop at women. I agree.
After seeing the absolutely atrocious ships and fictional versions of everyone strung around town, Gumball and Darwin finally connect the dots and realize only one person could be behind this mess. And so they head straight over to a very busy otaku's house.
What did you do this time?
I was just writing love stories about everyone in Elmore. I was just writing some non-canon AT and AR ships.
Where did you get this?
It fell off the back of a truck.
The Awesome Store.
Yeah, of course it's from the Awesome Store. Where else could you even get a book that could turn all your imaginary stories into reality? You know, if I had this book, I would have just written some friends for myself. And we're getting sidetracked. Now that Sarah knows the devastation she has caused, Darwin tells her the only right thing to do.
Well, you gotta fix it, okay?
The only solution is to rewrite it back to normal. The police! They're here for the notebook!
Usually it's a good idea to cooperate with the police, but try explaining any of what Sarah did to them. Before the police can get in, she tries to quickly rewrite reality back to normal, But of course, now she gets writer's block and dumps all the responsibility onto Gumball. Unfortunately, Gumball also has a hard time adjusting to the book's very literal interpretation of his words.
It's not you, Larry. It's me. Larry said we can't see each other anymore. Larry was destroyed.
This gives the police enough time to break in before he can finish undoing Sarah's mess.
They're breaking down the door! I got this!
Come on, troopers, go!
I haven't written anything yet.
Come on!
Phew! Nice save, Gumball! Now it's time to get that creativity buzzing. I'm sure my boy will fix everything now that he's got the time to...
Then Yuki said, I'm sorry, but this is moving too fast. Eventually, they'll start
They made it up the stairs!
And there's only space left for one sentence.
Yeah, you get it. I don't see any way they're getting out of it. Honestly, I understand. It takes time to write any good piece, much less undoing the effects of fanfiction come true that mixes real-world people with different versions of themselves. Unless, somehow, they can manage a last save.
What are we gonna do?
I love you, Sarah. What? How did you do that?
None of this mattered because it was all just fan fiction.
But wait, how did us kissing you help that plan?
It didn't.
Even though this entire situation was kind of Sarah's fault, she did end up saving the day. All's well that ends well. Also, does the book just end if it runs out of space? Can't you just erase the words and rewrite on the pages? I don't know what happens to it, I'm just guessing. For our final item, we're going completely off the charts. At 110% power, the strongest item in Gumball's world is Banana Barbara's paintings. Wait, why paintings? Because not only can these spooky creations predict the future, they can rewrite the show's plot itself. We first see the paintings when Gumball convinces Penny to come out of her shell, which causes her to panic and creates a huge family feud. But that's not our focus here. Let's just see what happens when Gumball falls into the Banana family's house while chasing Penny. Yep, this dazed-looking airhead drew a painting that predicted exactly what was going to happen in a few seconds. How did she even know Gumball was going to be there? The guy randomly flew in through her window for no reason. And in another episode, when Gumball and his siblings are playing at the Bananas' house, they discover something strange.
What if I buy this painting with it?
You could have just given me 50 cents.
What? Look at that.
Who painted this?
I'm not sleeping alone tonight. Hopefully Barbara, out of all people, won't be watching me sleep. Anyway, Banana Joe explains that his mom has always been creating these mysterious paintings that have piled up in the garage. After this disturbing discovery, the gang also finds out something new.
Well, at least I got the decency to keep my clothes on.
That never happened.
October 24th.
That's today!
And while Gumball is having a panic attack over his upcoming humiliation ritual, Richard gets arrested by the police for accidentally assaulting Banana Bob. Of course, the kids never found out, since they were too busy planning how to shield Gumball from Barbara's evil clutches.
I always thought I was gonna have 15 minutes of fame.
You're the master of your own destiny. The future is not written. There is no fate.
I don't know why I'm belittling your advice. I have decided to act by sitting here and doing nothing.
Unfortunately, that doesn't quite work, since Nicole just wants to drag Gumball to the mall to buy new clothes, exactly where Barbara painted him getting humiliated. Knowing his mom won't ever bother listening to him, Gumball takes some desperate action.
No car, no mall.
It's never been this powerful before. Let's see if she's any faster.
Okay, well, that didn't work. Now you're at the mall, Gumball. Maybe one last-ditch effort?
Tell me why you don't want to go to the mall.
I'm gonna end up naked on national TV!
Oh, I'm just gonna let that slide. Now that's a serious defect. Let's go in.
We can stay in the car, we'll be fine!
I'm not worried about you.
Okay, well, he's officially screwed. Maybe not yet. Instead of just going with the flow and getting the mall visit over with, Gumball keeps trying to bail his way out. Like the police are not going to believe whatever this man says.
Something terrible is going to happen there. You need to close the mall.
You actually need to dial before you get through.
There's a prize for the millionth customer at the mall!
What if he you done? Why are the police already after you?
Crowds are flocking to the Elmore Mall today as some kind of promotional bribe for pushing a shopping cart.
So far, Gumball has managed to trap himself in the mall, get on the police's wanted list, cause a stampede so he's exposed to the entire public, and also got the attention of a news outlet. Can you see where this is going? Terrified of what's to come next, Gumball just panics in the mall without anything bad happening, and the poor mall vents bear the brunt of his panic attacks.
It's coming! Something's coming!
Gumball, chill out! Good job, you broke the AC. It's really hot. I'm fine. That's because you don't wear clothes.
No, Darwin, you should know better. Don't make your brother do this. Yeah, he totally makes him do it. And what happens next? Gumball gets too hot with his clothes on, so Darwin has to suck all the hot air out of him. That, in turn, causes everyone to become alarmed and chase after Gumball, so he finally gives up and decides to accept the upcoming humiliation with pride.
But there's no need!
The hoax collar! That's actually news, Ken. Film it!
It's not raining raccoons. I'm kind of running out of arguments here.
Wow, that ended up happening exactly how Barbara predicted it. Now, it was almost entirely Gumball's fault for taking all the actions that led to these specific circumstances, but even still, how the heck did Barbara know he'd react that way to her painting? We might never know. Despite all that, you might be thinking, predicting the future is cool and all, but how is it stronger than a literal universe-controlling remote? You're soon gonna see why. So, we're following Barbara's paintings once more. On a fateful day, she hangs up another one, merrily predicting another grim future. This time, though, Barbara may have gone beyond her pay grade. After this horrific event, Banana Joe goes searching for his mom with Gumball and Darwin asks a pretty important question related to Barbara's adventures.
Do you think it's possible that your mom suffers from some kind of head problem?
She's full-blown bananas.
Yeah, your entire family is bananas, dude. Not relevant. Okay, so Banana Joe quickly explains the real reason why his mom is so unhinged. It turns out she used to be a normal banana, just like any other, until she went through a very stressful internship.
Shoo!
Don't question my management, that's 100 off your pay. Barbara!
The doctor said it's called a burnout. I feel like painting.
Wow, I actually feel horrible for her. There are so many kind people out there who get destroyed by the stress placed on them by modern life. Okay, serious time's over. Let's get back on track. At the very least, Barbara seems to have embraced her bananas nature after that incident. Unfortunately, Rob seems determined to make her have another meltdown by forcing her to work overtime for him.
No, I want you to paint the future! I need your power!
That's it.
No! Tell me everything you know.
Okay, well, it turns out she doesn't perform well under pressure. Since Rob doesn't get the answers he wants from her, he continues to lose patience. Meanwhile, Gumball and the gang empty their mind just like Barbara's while they continue searching for her.
And how does this help us find my mom?
We'll retrace her steps. If we follow her mental process, like a brown rainbow.
Like the shadows pointing the way.
I am definitely seeing things.
Definitely go in the opposite direction.
Wait, what? Is she making the shadow move by using her painting? Yeah, Barbara's power isn't just limited to predicting the future. It turns out this bonkers banana woman can actually dictate what happens in the show with her paintings. That is absolutely insane. However, her powers do come with certain limits, since Gumball and the gang have apparently become immune to all the hints she sends them due to emptying their own brains.
Barbara must be inside this wall.
I'm here, Banana Joe.
Good effort, kids. Good effort. Usually you'd expect this kind of goofy strategy to work, but this time, I guess Barbara's own goofy energy is canceling out the kids' goofy energy. This does mean that Barbara eventually changes her plans, since she can't rely on the banana-headed goofballs to pick up her hints.
You can alter the paintings!
Only what's left.
Spill your guts!
Woohoo! They finally made it! Unfortunately, Rob knocks out Banana Joe like a sack of potatoes before he can even step closer. So Gumball and Darwin are left alone to save his mommy.
Darwin!
And after a brutal struggle, it just ends up with Gumball, Barbara, and Rob trying to wrestle for her paintbrush so they can erase their problems from existence. Just as it looks like they're about to destroy the entire facility with their reckless paint strokes, an unexpected hero saves the day.
Hey! Barbara, the brush!
No! You don't get it! Please, no!
Anyone who bullies innocent Barbara deserves a horrible end. Or do they? In the end, Gumball and Darwin think it's a bit too cruel to straight up just delete the poor guy, so they ask Barbara to do them a favor, with a special gift for future Rob.
Barbara, can you paint him back into existence? Can you give him something lame like a third nostril or something? See ya in the future, Rob!
But there is no...
So that was it for our strongest item. Although you could compare the Magic Notebook's writing powers to the paintings, the book's irregular understanding makes it a bit difficult to accurately translate what you actually want it to do. Barbara's paintings, on the other hand, have no such limitations. Whatever she imagines, it instantly becomes reality in the show. Honestly, it's quite terrifying, and totally befitting of the strongest item in the show. So, that was it for the rankings. Feel free to comment on your own rankings if you think some items could swap places. Towards the end, all of the powers got quite freaky, so it's pretty easy to put them on a similar scale. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments, and subscribe for more cartoon content.